What's going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back with another episode of the Sault Ste. Marie Snow franchise mode for NHL 22. If you haven't already, scroll down and hit that like button. In this one, we are going to be getting through year flipping 5. We finished first in our division last season, but we were taken out in the first round of the playoffs. But our AHL affiliate team, the Sudbury Aces, won the Calder Cup. So what we're going to do very quickly is go through the awards. Teuvo Teravainen led our team with 63 points. The Anaheim Ducks took the cup. The Jets with the President's Trophy. The Ducks with the Clarence. And the Leafs, again, take the Prince of Wales Trophy. Individual awards, Nikita Kucherov with the Art Ross. Scheifele with the Hart. Krug with the Norris, because that's going to happen. Kucherov with the Lady Byng. Karkner with the Calder. The Conn Smythe goes to Rickard Rakell, Connor Hellebuck with the Vezina, Bennington with the Jennings, Chernak with the Bill Masterton, Gerbe with the Jack Adams Award for Coach of the Year, Barkov with the Selke, Act Surprised, the Lindsay goes to Scheifele, and Austin Matthews with the Maurice Richard Trophy. Go back to team awards. Let's go to the AHL, where the Calder Cup champions are the Sudbury Aces. The McGregor Kilpatrick Trophy to the Springfield Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds take the Mathers. The Bud Poirier, what is it? Poyle, sure. The Norman R. Bud Poyle Trophy. That name is way too long. Goes to the Eagles. The Ice Hogs with the Pollock Trophy. The John Chick Trophy goes to the Eagles. I don't know any of these trophies, but the Teddy Oak Trophy goes to the Sudbury Aces for the second year in a row as winners of the North Division. The Richard F. Canning Trophy is awarded to the Eastern Conference Playoff champions, and the Robert Clark, the Bobby Clark Trophy, awarded to the Western Conference Playoff champions, goes to the Texas Stars. I've actually never looked at these trophies before, so the Sollenberger, the Cunningham, the Marshall, wow, Ma won everything. Look at this. The Dudley Garrett Memorial Award, outstanding rookie, goes to Rylan Austin, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. We got ourselves. And the Jack Butterfield Trophy, awarded to the most valuable player of the playoffs, goes to Yevgeny Svechnikov of the Sudbury Aces. Do we have any other winners? We do not, but hey, look at that. Rylan Austin, our number 6 overall draft pick, gets the Rookie of the Year awards. That's kind of cool, right? All right, so what we are doing is we are hoping for a relatively quick offseason. Our team did very, very well. So I feel like we don't need to really change all that much about this team, right? So we're going to skip ahead a day, go to Central Scouting Rankings. The final one, we got an elite gem. We got Slav Markov, 18-year-old left defender. He is a defensive defenseman, but we are likely going to be drafting a little later on. What did I say? I think I saw, and we got the number 28 pick or something crazy like that. And I was kind of thinking about maybe going for Nikolai Ovechkin, 2 years out, could be low elite. Even if he's low top 6, man, he could only be a couple years out. If he's only 2 years out, he's close to 70 overall. I think we go for him. He could be a damn steal. You know what I mean? I think you go for Ovechkin. I gotta take a quick look at this draft board one more time, because I'm not 100% sure on what we have. Yeah, the number 28 pick. So I think I'm going to go for that Ovechkin kid with pick number 28. He is ranked 30th, which means I feel like we should probably get him. You know what I mean? So I am going to go advanced day, view the retired players, see who is hanging up those skates this time. Eric Stahl, Ryan Getzlav, Brad Marchand, David Perron, Keith Yandel, the Sonk Master, Booby Ryan, Shay, Dunk, wow, man, Milan Lucic, Gio is hanging up the skates, Radulov, Derek Brassard, PK Subban, Tyler Bozak, Nick Bonino, Andrew Cogliano, Matthew Perreault, E. Johnson, baby. Michael Frolik, Michael Grabner, Anton Strawman, Patrick Maroon, Brandon Sutter, Carl Hagelin, Michael Delzato, Paul Byron, Riley Trash. Oh my God, man. Everyone in the universe retired this year. Jonathan Quick, Ben Bishop, Devin Dubnik, Thomas Grice, Corey Schneider, Dobby, Jonas Enroth. Well, that's okay, whatever. Kevin Poulin, Sammy Itacalio. Wow, man. A lot of people retired this year, dude. This was a bad year for players retiring. So here's what we're going to do this time, though, right? We're going to go to the pre-draft interviews. And honestly, I'm going to go to the second round. What would it be? I think we have like pick 61, something like that. So I'm going to go right around this point, like Cody Cooper, man. Look at this. Oh, baby, look at this guy. I want to talk to this fella. Cody Cooper. Select. I can't select anyone. Are you serious? It won't let me select anyone. What do we got? Jorge Solis or George Solis? I don't know how to say his name. All right, so I guess I'd like to go for someone like a Cody Cooper, but like it literally won't let me interview him. Like what is going on here? We also got Ronnie Thompson, baby. I like Ronnie Thompson. Could be medium top 6, more like medium top 9. Most likely Reed Alanko, 18-year-old. He looks like he could be solid. We also got Noah Ladd. Bad character. Get out of my life, man. Get off my lawn. What is going on here? Jenkins, I'm going to unselect it. Ooh, Terrell Nicholas. No weakness. He looks like he's probably got relatively not great skating, but he is 4 years out, so he's probably 60 to 62 overall. And we know he is a medium top 9 two-way forward. So I think you take that guy simply because we know what he is. Oh, but then we got a low top 4 defensive defenseman here in the mid-third round. So I would like to take someone like him, Antti Lidman. 4 years out, low top 4D, so he's probably 60 overall. Man, we got some choices to make here, man. But look at this guy, Ivan Kulemin. Bad shot utilization, 5 years out. Likely a medium top 6 forward, or at worst a medium top 9 forward. So that's not bad either. You know what I mean? But then we got Willie Card, man, or Gordy Sador. What a name! I love it. Could be 3 years out. Could be low elite. We don't know. We don't know. But the draft interviews. I did that last time. Is it going to let me do it this time? Okay, now I got to go all the way back up here into like the 60s. Let's see if I can. It still won't let me do anything. I can't do the draft interviews. It won't let me do anything with these people. Man, this is rough. Dude, EA, what's going on? What's happening? Or am I not allowed to do interviews with people like outside of the first round or something? Like, what is happening? I never heard of that before. So I want to do Nikolai Ovechkin. So can we do... Oh, my goodness. You can't interview players outside the first round? Well, then I know who I'm taking, so I don't care. This is not... I don't care. Whatever, then. Let's just skip ahead. I have a late first-round pick. I don't care about the first-round players. I wish you could frickin' interview people outside of that. Unless that's like some kind of glitch. I guess it's just like the top players at the combine or something. But don't they invite like 100 and something players usually to the combine? I don't freaking know. Whatever. Let's go to the NHL entry draft here. Let's just get into it. They want to trade the number 1 pick, but that doesn't mean I want to trade for it. So what do we got? Ooh, Isaac Wood. 64 overall medium top 4D defensive defenseman. He looks like he could be real solid for the St. Louis Blues, but I will be satisfied with my boy Nikolai Ovechkin. Like I said, even if he's like low top 6, I still call that a win because he could be up to 70 overall. Make pick. 70 overall, low elite, right wing sniper. He's got no freaking hands at all, but look at the awareness. Look at the shot. My goodness. This guy, if used properly, make it snappy. Great snapshots, great backhand. That's what I'm talking about, baby. If used properly, this guy, even as a late first-round draft pick, this guy could be like a power play specialist. You know what I mean? Okay, so now I do want to view the draft class very quickly. Go ahead to, hold on. First, sim options. Yeah, pick 61. Okay, so we got pick 61. Pretty sure I already know who I'm taking. So we're going to go to pick 61, and oh, there's an elite goaltender, Jaden Eaton. But he's a little guy. But that's fine. I have an elite goaltender of my own. So who did I want? Cody Cooper, baby. I think I'm going to go for Cody Cooper. And then who was it that I was looking at? Was it Alanko? Or, hold on, we'll go down a little bit farther. Oh, yeah, Nicholas, yeah. So he's like mid-third round, right? Yeah. I think he's like what would it be, 66? And he was 88, so he'd be like the 22nd pick of the third round, something like that. Or no, it's worse than that. No. Oh yeah. No, I had that right the first time. Yeah, he'd be like the 22nd pick of the third round. So I think I'm gonna go for my boy Cody Cooper, just for cause. He is a low top 6, 63 overall, two-way forward. Again, very EAified stats. Horrible defensively, horrible at most things. Not a great shooter, not good with the puck. He's pretty much just not good at anything. Really, if you look at him, he's good at face-offs. He's a left winger who is really good at the face-off. And he's pretty disciplined. But otherwise, I mean, his offensive awareness is good to go. He's a monster at 6'5", 205. So he's going to grow into an absolute truck. So what do we have now? Pick 95. So I'm going to go to the third round, and I am going to trade our pick in the third round. Let's say we move to Anaheim's 18th pick. 84th overall. Our guy is supposed to be 88 overall. I will give you a third round pick and say a sixth round pick. Would this do it? It absolutely would. We just moved up at the draft, so perfect. Sim options, sim to pick number 84. Like I said, there's not a lot of changes I really want to make this season. Oh, yeah, we got this guy, right? Antti Lidman. 4 years out, low top 4D. What is this guy? 2 years out? He's probably not 2 years out, though, right? He is a smaller defenseman, so he very well could be an offensive defenseman. But now that I did this trade, Chance Rudder, lax size, 3 years old, low top 9, I don't know. Which one do you go for? You know, character teaming, you shut down ability, mobility, speed, could be 2 years out. This guy, Antti Lidman, is 4 years out, but we know what he is. He's a strong defensive defenseman. The only problem with defensive defensemen, they tend to not grow all that well. You know what I mean? But you know what? I think you got to kind of stick with your gut, stick with your original pick. We're going Antti Lidman, man. I know the other guy is supposed to be pretty damn decent, but look at this. 61 overall, low top 4 defense. His stats look just fine to me. His offensive awareness is low, but that's just kind of a given. Third round pick, I would call that kind of a steal, but I do want to sim ahead until we find that. Hold on a minute. Who was the other guy? Popov, Vladimir Popov. I want to just sim ahead one at a time until we find Popov. Look at this guy though, man. That what's his name? Chance Rudder. Yeah, we could have had him. Not great awareness though, and that is a lot more important. So we're looking for Popov, baby. 63 overall, low top 4, two-way defender. I think we did fine. I'm happy with the trade-off. I love defensive defensemen. Love those shutdown guys, right? So let's, I guess, sim ahead to pick number 127, where I'm sure we got somebody freaking this far down, like this Brian Dalton. What a name, eh? Ooh, leadership, foot speed, quickness, 4 years out, could be low, top 6. This guy could be the steal of the draft. Very well could be a sniper. We got this guy, though, Salvador Pachuretti, who has probably the most fantastic name I've ever heard in my life. Jerome Gaudreau. He's another one, 4 years out. Emmanuel Fortier. Passing ability could be great, but we don't know, right? Brett Quirk, like his name as well. I think I'm going to go for Brian Dalton, though. So this guy looks like he could be fantastic. Low top 9, 61 overall sniper. Not EAified, and he actually looks like a true sniper. You know what I mean? His attributes actually aren't that bad. So he's one of those guys, I think he has a chance. A very low chance of making it to the National Hockey League, but I think he does have a chance. Now we're looking at Gustav's Gogolev, which is another one. Just an absolutely unbelievable, fantastic name. I don't even think I'm going to look. He's 20 years old. He's an overager, so this guy could seriously be higher up, right? It says 4 years out, so he's in the 60s overall. Low top 9, 60 overall playmaker. 5th round pick, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. He does not have fantastic awareness, and that's it. Okay, there you go. There's the entry draft. I know Ovechkin, I would call that a win. Cooper, Lidman, even Dalton. Gogolev is the only one that I would actually consider kind of a failure of a draft pick, but I'm pretty freaking happy with how that went. So now when we go to the re-sign, oh yeah, here we go. Hold on. A signed scout. How much money do we have? We have like $300,000. Look at that. So Svedberg is he's the guy, but oh man, he is a freaking good scout, man. He is an extra Liga scout, A+ in his region, B overall. Look at this, B for Liga, B for Russia. I like that just fine. I got no beef with that at all. All right. Restricted free agents like Liam Howell, who did play in his rookie season. So, what do we got going down, baby? Connor Bedard is going to be eligible for an extension after this season. So is Teuvo Teravainen, who led our team, man. The guy had 49 assists. He's an animal. He's a monster. Klim Kostin's going to be tough to put down on that third line. Cameron Fye is also going to be eligible for an extension come the free agency period. So, hold on. I am going to go all expiring just to see who all is expiring. Dylan Coughlin was very respectable on this team. He only played 56 games. I like him quite a bit. I would like to bring him back. What does he want? $2 million for 3 years. Look at this guy go to work. He is a third pairing defenseman, and I would pay him $1.85 million a year, and I'm totally cool with that. Dean Kukin played. He was making, what did it say? He was making $2.8 million a year. I would be totally happy paying him 1 3/4 for 2 more years, even if I had to use him as a spare. You know what I mean? So Gino Svechnikov does not want to come back. We will get rid of him. Liam Howell does not want to come back, and he kind of regressed a little bit. He only had 13 points last year, and he was a minus freaking whatever he was. So we are going to get rid of him. Okay. Now we've got some of our super rookies here, like Chase Ryder, who is a 6th round pick. He has 7th D potential. He's one of those guys. He could be a depth defenseman in the AHL, could even become a regular in the AHL. Then we got my boy, Kelvin Peterson, who was a 4th round pick 2 years ago. Defensive defenseman, fantastic awareness. Would love to offer him an entry-level deal. Zach Senyshyn, he is a bottom 6 sniper. He's 28 years old. Had a great year in the minors last year. So you do want to keep people like that around. I would like him for 2 years, and I would pay him $9.25. Then we got Matthew Phillips, playmaker. Probably not going to make the NHL. But again, we are going to keep him around just for 2 more years because you do want to, obviously, have like a pretty strong friggin' oh, look at this guy, Zach Gallant. There you go. I'll keep him around. What does he want? I will offer you a one-way deal for 1 year, $800,000, because I think I might want to use you up at the NHL level, maybe in a 4th line role. Alex Iafallo. I don't want to pay you too much, man. That's the only thing, man. I don't want to pay you too much. Now, come on. What do we got? Iafallo, you don't want to lose him, right? He had 41 points on the 3rd line last year, and he was a plus 21. Like I said, he's not the kind of guy you want to lose. He was making 3.6. I don't want to keep him for too long, though. So what if I offered you 3.9 for 1 year? You know what I mean? There's really almost nothing we have to do to this team. So that gives me 8 contracts offered. Hold on. In the system, what do we got? My boy, Rocky Khan, baby. 69 overall. Friggin' superstar X Factor. Tucker Tynan. We could definitely use him as our backup this year. So if we go to main roster, but we got Stuart Skinner. That's the thing, right? He did regress a little bit. He played 31 games. He's 26 years old. We got him for 1.8. I just don't want to leave Tynan in the minors too long. You know what I mean? So I could use Charlie Franzen and Bradley Hale as our tandem in the minors. I don't know how much I really want to use Hale and Franzen as our tandem. I might want to give Rocky 1 more year in the minors to see if he develops any more, and then he could maybe even get away with just 1 season. You know what I mean? But Tucker Tynan's definitely the guy I want to look at right now. If he is ready to be a backup goaltender in the National Hockey League, I think you go Merzlikens and Tynan, and then sign Tynan to an extension if he would like one, right? Graylinger has that high fringe starter potential, so obviously I want to hold on to him because he could develop into something. You never flippin' know, man. So we got all skaters. Iafallo's been offered. Who's this guy again? Oh, yeah, Klim Kostin, 2.8. What a contract, eh? What a fantastic contract. What else do we got? We got my boy Nikolai Ovechkin, Craig. Cameron Craig, that's right. Power forward. He's going to be fantastic. His awareness is garbo, but he's going to be fantastic. We got a whole bunch of dudes. Oh, Oleg Kaigorodov, 7th round pick, 65 overall medium elite potential at 19 years old. This guy's going to be an absolute truck of a player. I love him. All right, here we go. Oh, another one, freaking Matty Tarvainen, 5th round pick last year, offensive defenseman. This is another guy. He's going to be fantastic, dude. Fan-flippin-tastic. The future is bright. The future is super bright for this team. So I do want to skip ahead a day or two and see what everyone's saying. Kukin's back, baby. Alex Iafallo's back. There you go. The thing with him is he's 31. You don't want to keep everybody too long. If I get him for like $4 million a year for 3 years, he's 34, pushing 35 at the end of that contract. And it's like, what's his overall going to be then? All right, so here we go. Iafallo. Oh, Coughlin doesn't want to come back. Come on, man. I felt that I could impact the NHL roster if I was given a chance to play. You played 60 games last year. What are you talking about, baby? I took you out of the lineup very temporarily. All right, I'll offer him again. Zach Gallant. Like I said, Zach Gallant is the kind of guy I very much would like to use him as like a 4th line option, but it's like Dylan Coughlin, I don't really want to lose him. You know what I mean? He was good, and he was a plus. He was good for us. Oh, but we got Yoki. We got Henry Yokiharu. I forgot about him. So we might be able to save a little money in that sense. He went to low top 6. Ow. Okay, so yeah, Henry Yokiharu is the kind of guy, he's a spare defenseman. 100% spare defenseman. So Dylan Coughlin is the guy I want. 3 years, fine. I'll give you $2 million a year. But that salary's looking a little thin. You know what I mean? Alan Mcshane, I'd like to bring him up this year. Rylan Austin, I'd like to bring him up this year. Svedberg came back. Coughlin, what are you doing, buddy? He wants everything coming to him. I like Coughlin. That's the thing. I don't want to just get rid of him and then look for a new guy. What if I give you 2.1? Jesus. 2.1 for 2 years then. I don't want to overpay you for too long. Let's go. You're getting a bit of an attitude. You're making yourself a little difficult to like here. So what do we got? Cole Fonstad. We could use, I don't know. I think I'd rather use Zach Gallant. Zach Gallant, look at him. Fantastic center. 81 is his faceoffs. 81. Defensive awareness is a little less premium, but he's the kind of guy that is not going to get injured. He's very, very strong. Not going to get hurt. So Zach Gallant, I'd love you for a fourth liner. On top of that, we go down Alan Mcshane, baby. I would love it if he just grew just a tiny little bit. You know what I mean? Rylan Austin, obviously I want him to grow. He got 61 points last year in only 14 minutes ice time. Jesus. Superstar X Factors out the wazoo. 6th overall pick 2 years ago. Send it. Great long passing. Still 3 years left under contract. Would love it if he grew enough to become 4th liner with maybe 2nd power play time. You know what I mean? Something like that. My boy, Maxim Koltsov, 2022 30th overall pick. He's a guy that I would like to look at in the near future. Big freaking beefy boy there, man. My boy, Mikhail Mironov was a 2nd round pick 4 years ago. He should be kind of moving up a little bit, getting into the position of being relatively useful. You know what I mean? Jeff Clymer, 7th round pick 4 years ago. He is the sniper. He is fantastic. He should be just about good to go as a regular in the AHL starting pretty much now. Like I said, man, the future is bright. The future is bright. As soon as oh my God, Coughlin, I'm giving you more than you want. Like, what is happening? Okay, you know what then? Dylan Coughlin, we're going to wait till free agency, and then I'm going to offer you less when nobody wants you. All right, welcome to free agency, where we are going to go find Dylan frickin' Coughlin, man. Mitch Marner is an unrestricted free agent. He does not fit. Man, but he wants like $14 million a year anyway. Oh, man. All right, what do we got? Patches. We could always go for like a depth guy or something, you know what I mean? Top 4 defenseman like Jamie Alexiak. Ooh, Artem Zub, but he wants like $6 million a year. All right, hold on here. Let's go down and find... Who am I looking for again? I do like Svozil. Oh, there he is. 2.125 is what he wants. Man, what about Karpovtsev? 22 years old, two-way. Oh, look at the defensive awareness. This guy would be a monster. And look at his speed. Holy crap-a-moly, man. This guy'd be absolutely unbelievable defensively, but he doesn't fit anywhere. That is some of the most redonkulous freaking stats I've ever seen. All right, so we're going to go down to a cheaper option. Ooh, what about like Urho Vakanainen? Not a terrible guy. It doesn't fit anywhere. What else do we got? Xavier Ouellet fits top 4 in the penalty kill. Ville Sarajärvi, nah, he's not good enough. Cale Fleury, two-way defender, could fit everywhere. We don't know. I do like Matt Benning, two-way defender, doesn't fit anywhere. Man, Olli Mata, 30 years old, defensive defenseman, fits all defensive pairings. The thing is, it's like it could come down to Henri Yokiharu fits everywhere and is like a really, really great fit on our team. But it's like I know it works with Dylan Coughlin. You know what I mean? That's the only thing where I'm like, I'd go for like Dylan Coughlin. It's the only player where it's like, you know what? No one's interested. I'm offering you $2 million for 3 years. There you go. There you go. That's the best it's going to be. Otherwise, we're going with Henri Yokiharu. You know what I mean? They want to give me John Klingberg for... You guys are on something today, man. You guys are smoking something funny. No. I don't need Nick Leddy. Dylan Coughlin, there you go. So I offered you 2.1 and you didn't take it. So I offered you 2 and you took it. Logic. Oh yeah, free agency is upon us. So first thing we do want to do is lock down Connor Bedard, man. We got to lock him down. $7 million for 1 year. That is absolutely atrocious. This is not okay. But he wants 70-50 for 1 year, but $7 million for 2. 7.3, 7.5, 7.6, 7.7. Oh my God, I could get him for 8 years at like $8 million a year. Oh, could you imagine? You know what? Just for good measure, I'll give you $8.1 million for 8 years of Connor Bedard. I'll offer you that, man. And then we got a defenseman. Oh, Cameron Fye doesn't want to come back. He was a -18, dude. -18. Is he going to be like the guy that doesn't pan out for us? So Klim Kostin was absolutely fantastic. Finally getting his big shot. And he got 46 points on the third line, but he had like extensive power play time. Tavo, he wants 8.9 for 6 years. The thing is, I don't want him for 6 years. So we'll have to see how this season goes for him. You know what I mean? Rylan Austin might be able to kind of take over that spot after this year is over. Klim Kostin, I definitely want to like keep him around, but he wants a lot of money, dude. I could probably get him for $5 million for 1 year, but he's going to have a heck of a season. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not paying you 6.4. So I'm going to wait on him. That's the thing, right? Anze Kopitar, he is still a third-line guy, had 58 points. He fits everywhere on this team, but he is going to be a depth guy this year, and we shall see how that all goes. Got to remember, too, we do have Victor Mete as well, right? So that's something to think about as well. So we got Cole Fonstad, but yeah, the thing with him was I didn't like his... I didn't like his awareness. His defensive awareness is brutal. His discipline is fantastic. Speed's not bad. Tendies, Elvis Merzlekens, as it stands right now, does not want to come back. Stuart Skinner would have to hold down the fort. Might have to go to free agency for like 1 more year. Get that after this year is done, get that goaltender for like 1 flipping year. You know what I mean? But we have got under $10 million in cap space. I do want to take a quick peek here. What does our defense look like? You know what I mean? So we would have Sergachev and Lindholm would be our number 1 unit yet again. That Sergachev contract is fantastic. 27 years old. Got him for 7 years, $6 million. Had 42 points. He's a great defenseman. You know what I mean? He's a fantastic defenseman. Then we can go Cameron Fye, Caden Gooley, and Coughlin Kukin with Yoki as our spare defender. I like that just fine. So Caden Gooley, where does he fit again? He fits kind of everywhere, not really anywhere, you know. But you put Gooley with Fye. Coughlin, I can't see. Kukin, I don't think I can see either. Yeah, no, I can't see them. So we'll go to forwards. I do want to take a very quick peek here. Jermaine Trotter, his big extension kicks in last year. Oh, man, D-Mac needs to sleep. 5th overall pick. God, he's so good. He's just so damn good, right? So top line is going to be Connor Bedard, William Nylander, and Jermaine Trotter. Yeah, so Jermaine Trotter, William Nylander, Connor Bedard. There is our first line. Tomas Hertl, Teuvo Teravainen, and Pierre-Luc Dubois is our second line. Unless, I mean, he had 30 goals last year, but the thing with PLD is he was a minus. Oh, never mind. Klim Kostin, welcome to the second line, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. It's going to be Hertl, Teravainen, and Kostin. PLD, Jack Roslovic. I might bring him back. I might honestly bring him back for that third line. It might be like PLD, Jack Roslovic, and Alex Iafallo on the third line. And then Kopitar, Gallant, and I'm really, really hoping Rylan Austin comes up. Dude, we got a team. We got a hell of a team. We got a great team, dude. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm done. I'm completely done here. Nothing needs to be done. Super, super happy with that. All right, man. We're simming to next year. It's only been a half an hour. I've only been recording this for like 32 minutes. And it's like, yeah, like I said, man, this last year was such a huge step forward. It's like there's nothing I feel like we need to really do. I'm not going to worry about any trades. There's no one. Oops, Connor Bedard did re-sign, I believe. Pretty sure that said he re-signed. I accidentally clicked off it pretty quick. But no, I am absolutely ecstatic with the team we have on the ice right now. All we need to do is just hope to God we don't run into too much injury trouble. They really want Rocky Khan from me, but that is absolutely not going to happen. That guy is the goaltender of the future for this team. And now they're trying to give me friggin' Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, but he's got to be 32, 33 years old at this point. So I'm not trying to take too many veterans, right? It's like when this all started, who did we have when this all started? For like a veteran, right? So view owner goals. As a buyer, anything short of a Stanley Cup is considered a failure. They really, really want us to win this year. They think we are a legitimate winning team this year. Jermaine Trotter is the captain. He will be the captain like Foevs. Sergachev as the assistant. I'm kind of fine with that. Tomas Hertl as the other assistant. Again, kind of fine with that. So yeah, I got no beef, man. So we're going to go edit lines. Already, we're going edit lines. Look at this. Jermaine Trotter, Connor Bedard, Willie Nee, baby. We're going to go Teravainen, Hertl, and Kostin. PLD can be that third line center. We're going to go Iafallo, Dubois, Roslovic. And this is going to be Axel Johnson Fialbi, Anjay Kopitar, and Cole Fonstad. Nope, not Fonstad. Who do we got scratched? Mete and Coughlin. So Mete I can send down. Just because Rylan Austin, I do want to get him in the NHL like pretty quickly. Like I don't want him to linger below the NHL for too long. So Fonstad we know is gone. That's all I'm going to worry about just for a moment, right? We don't got to worry about waivers or nothing yet. So I'm going to go edit NHL lines. And we're going to see who fits better. Is it going to be Alan Mcshane or is it going to be Rylan Austin? Alan Mcshane fits pretty well everywhere. Rylan Austin's the exact same. I think you got to give it to the Rook. Oh, +2 on the third line, baby. Look at that. Rylan Austin, welcome to the National Hockey League, buddy. And he has better awareness than Alan Mcshane as well. Not the greatest speed in the world, but he's a great shooter, great with the puck. Durability's just fine. That's fine. He doesn't need to be strong or anything. He was our number 6 pick, and I want to get this guy some power play time. My goodness. So what if I was to trade them? Nah, that gets a +2 there. What about like, I think we're just going to go with a +1 on that line, eh? Unless we were to... No, I think that's about as good as it gets, man. But that is a hell of a lineup we got there. So Sergachev and Cameron Fye. Don't know how much I like that. I would rather have like Lindholm and Sergachev, Fye, and Gooley. Yokiharu fits relatively well. Dean Kukin fits relatively well. I might stick with Yoki. 81 poise. Kukin's got 77, yeah. And then I probably would go with Dylan Coughlin. And herein lies the rub, right? Tucker Tynan is ready to be a backup goaltender in the National Hockey League. But it's like Stuart Skinner is already a pretty proven guy, you know what I mean? So this is a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I don't like the fact that they don't have any bonuses or nothing, you know what I mean? I'm not a huge fan of that, but all right, let's quickly get through the special teams. We got Nylander. No, that's not going to work. What if I put Dubois up here? That'll get his ice time back up a little bit. You give him some number one power play time. And then we'll do Teuvo Teravainen with Tomas Hertl. I'm going to say probably not Jack Roslovic. Ooh, but not Alan McShane. Let's go Rylan Austin, baby. There you go. With Andrei Kopitar and Mikhail Sergachev. Probably not. This way, actually, you know what? What do we got? Sergachev, Kopitar. What if I went Sergachev? Cameron 5, baby. No, he's already on that one. Okay. Sergachev and Lindholm. There you go. Hampus Lindholm. Nope, that doesn't work either. Who else do we got? Screw it. Just put frickin' Rossi doesn't fit there either. Okay, hold on. Dubois, Kopi, Hertl, Bedard. What else do we got? Is Klim Kostin out there anywhere? I don't think he was, eh? No, Klim Kostin wasn't out there, baby. So what else can we do? Yeah, Klim Kostin already took over that second line, so I think that's fine. Second power play unit, we got Connor Bedard, Willie Nee, Cameron Fye, and Klim Kostin again, I suppose. So that's Cameron Fye, and that's Mikhail Sergachev. So, like, nobody else defense-wise is really getting anything going. Maybe I will leave Kopi out there just to get his ice time up a little bit. What if I was to... Yeah, I think I'd like to trade those two out, though. So, Pierre-Luc Dubois, William Nylander, Tomas Hertl. I think it's Dubois. Man. So, I think we put Hertl out there. Move him. What if I put Yoki out there? Well, first of all, yeah. No. What else do we got? Rylan Austin again? That gets us a 0. All right, it's fine. Kopitar and Roslovic with Cameron Fye and Mikhail Sergachev. Nah, Cameron Fye's got a lot of freaking... he's getting a lot of ice time. What if we go with Goulet and Lindholm? Then we'll go Alex Iafallo and Axel Jonsson-Fjällby with Yokiharu and Dylan Coughlin. Oh, man. How do I make this work? What if I put Rossi down here? He is a center. You know, he is technically a center. So if I put Rossi on that second penalty kill, I go Kopitar, Iafallo, Goulet, and Lindholm. And then Rossi, Jonsson-Fjällby, Coughlin, and Yokiharu. And then for the 3-man penalty kill, it'd be Kopitar and Roslovic. I think I'd rather have Kopitar down there. And instead of Roslovic, well, maybe you do go with Roslovic. And then, yeah, you need like Cameron Fye, Sergachev, Goulet, Yokiharu. Maybe instead of Yokiharu, though, I might go Dylan Coughlin. Yeah, I think you go with that. But like I said, Cameron Fye has got like a lot of ice time. But the thing with Cameron Fye is he's elite. He needs the ice time to help him grow. If he like it next year, if he has a good year this year, next year, dude, he could be like 87, 88 overall. And Sergachev and Fye could be a legitimate powerhouse top defensive pairing. So now we go to extras. 4-on-4, Bedard and Trotter. I like that. Hertl, Nylander. Love that. Kopitar, Teravainen. Love that a lot less. We're going to go Dubois and Teravainen. I like that a lot more. 3-on-3, Bedard, Trotter, Sergachev, Hertl, Nylander, Fye, Kopitar, Teravainen, Lindholm. Not Teravainen. What does Klim Kostin have? 73. You know what? I'd put Klim Kostin out there. There you go. Klim Kostin, Teuvo Teravainen. I think Teravainen's pretty bad on the faceoffs. Never mind. Dumbass Hertl. Connie Bedard. He's getting better on the faceoffs. Bedard's getting better. And I got him signed for an 8-year extension worth $8.1 million a year. I think that's a damn steal. You know what I mean? Tendies, I think you got to go Merzlekens and Skinner. We are contenders right now. And I think Man, Alan Mcshane, you keep up as the spare forward. He's probably going to get a ton of ice time this year because he slots in literally everywhere on this team. You know what I mean? Mete and Kukin. I think out of the two of them, you got to keep. What is his 1.35? Kukin 1.75 for 2 years. So you got to send down Mete. As it stands, Dean Kukin is more important to this team. We've got him longer. So I think Victor Mete's got to be the guy. You know what I mean? And I'm actually kind of thinking of going in the system and calling up Tucker Tynan and using him as a third goaltender. You know what I mean? If we have any kind of goaltender injury, Tucker Tynan will be the guy, right? So now we got Franzen, we got Hale, and Graylinger can be our spare. Bradley Hale, Charlie Franzen, and then in net, yeah. I'm fine with that. That's good to go. Whatever. Cool. I like it. Okay, so now we got to switch back. We are 100% Stanley Cup contenders this season, baby. And I'm pretty jacked about that. All right. So first thing we're going to worry about, we got all our lines edited. We're going to get to the end of the preseason. We're going to take a look at what everything's looking like. Auto-assigned promo nights. Let's just get through the preseason. We are a pretty unbelievable. Wow. Holy crap. We went 7-1 in the preseason. We did not allow a lot of goals, man. Look at this. Tomas Hertl. Let's take a quick peek here. 8 games. Preseason's over. We went 7-1. Are we legitimate contenders now? Rylan Austin. 10 points in 8 games. Holy, man. What a beast. Klim Kostin, 8 points in 8 games. What a monster. Lindholm, plus 13. 8 points. What a beast. My goodness. So Jermaine Trotter is our highest paid guy and likely will be forever. Because we have got... Where is he? Where's my boy? Oh, no. Connie Bedard, 1 goal, 1 assist. That's unacceptable. That's brutal. Terrible. Second overall pick, 20 years old. Axel Janssen for Dude, it's like Gooley was a plus 11. My God, man. That second pairing is disgusting. Oh, Mikhail Sergachev with 5 points. Where's my boy Cameron Fye? Don't tell me he went without a point or something. No, he got 2 points. He's playing 24 minutes a night. He got a goal and an assist, was a plus 5. But I've said it before. He's a two-way defender. But he's kind of built like a defensive defenseman, right? He's a defensive D-man. That's his build. So that's unbelievable, man. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to fly right through the month of October. We might be able to fast track this one to the playoffs, man. This our team is pretty good. But here's hoping we can just stay away from those injury troubles, you know what I mean? And as soon as I say that, October 25th. So he's going to miss the month of October. But I think our team is strong enough. We got Stuart Skinner, and guess what, buddy? Tucker Tynan. Game 1 of the season, Elvis Merzlekens is going to miss time. Tucker Tynan's going to get into a couple of games. Now we need to stay not injured. That's it. Central Scout rankings, I will look at that later. We are 2-1 to start, 4-2. Says Mersey's already ready to come back. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. So we're 3-3, but we lost our starting goaltender early. You know what I mean? Jermaine Trotter, 6 points in 6 games. I like that quite a bit. Now Mersey should be back and injury-free. So Stuart Skinner played 6 games. He was really good. Look at that. Tucker Tynan played 2 games. Wow, man. Tucker Tynan was a beast. Holy. Mersey, you got to get hurt more often, buddy. He played that 1 game. He allowed 3 goals and got hurt. My God, that's brutal. You need to go with Mersey, though, because he has all the poise. So we're 3-3 in October. Let's finish the month out. And then we only got 2 games left in the month of October, though. So let's go. 6-1 win. 2-1 shootout win. We're 5-3 at the end of October. 8 games in. Alex Iafallo with 9 points in 8 games. William Nylander killing it, but he's a -1. That's different. PLD, man. So it looks like our third line is like our best line. Roslovic, welcome back to the National Hockey League, buddy. Connie Bedard, -2, and he has 5 points. We need to get better. Hampus Lindholm playing absolutely tremendous hockey right now. Teuvo Teravainen, 4 points. Klim Kostin with 3 goals already. I'm not nuts about it, but I'm not overly upset about it either. Cameron Fye is a +1, playing 23 minutes. He has 3 points in 8 games. Where's my boy here? Sergachev. Oof, just the 1 goal. We got to pick that up, Sergey. Got to pick that up. My boy Rylan Austin has his first NHL goal in his first 10 games. The points will come. Do not fear. Axel Jonsson-Fialbi is a -4. He is the only guy on this team that does not have a point, and he's a -4, whereas like Rylan Austin's a +1. You know what I mean? So we go to goaltendies where, look at this. Elvis Merzleken's 3 wins, 3 games, .961, 1.25. Stuart Skinner, 6 games played, .926, 2.64. Tucker Tynan, 2 games played, .953, 1.35. Looks like we got goaltending this year. Wow. Okay, so let's get through the month of November, and then I'll look at the draft class and everything. So let's see what we're dealing with here, man. Let's just go to November 30th. Like I said, I think we could just fast track this one right to the playoffs, man. This team's pretty damn good. But now we're going to start losing games, aren't we? 4-3 win, 4-1 loss. So it's like win one, lose one. There's a loss, there's a win. There you go. See? That's what I'm talking about. No, I don't need Calvin DeHaan. Another loss. Are we going to get a win now? No, get out of my life. There's a win, 3-0. There's a win. Holy crap, I'm holy, man. Yeah, we got to start like picking it up here. Nazem Kadri, I don't want to give up a prospect for a 35-year-old. 35-year-old liability. So we went 12-10. So we were basically win one, lose one. Over the course of November, we were 1 game above 500. Now it's going to be one of those things where we got to start looking at deficiencies and see where they may lie. It seems like our top line is definitely struggling. -10, -8, -8. You know, they're putting up good points, but it just doesn't seem to be working right now. You know what I mean? You got someone like Jack Roslovic, who has 16 points on the third line in 22 games. He's a +12. Cameron Fye, -1. Lindholm, +1. There you go. See, Lindholm's having a great year. Teuvo Teravainen, 9 points in 22 games. That needs to pick up. But it could be pretty quick that it all turns around for certain players. Yokiharu, 5 points. Rylan Austin, there you go. 5 points in 22 games. I'd like to see more out of him. I don't want him to have like a 20-point season, but our team has struggled where they probably shouldn't. I think Sergachev, maybe we need to get him off of certain special teams time and get him on to some different special teams time. Stuart Skinner's been fantastic. Merzleken's has been a mixed bag. So that's definitely going to be something to think about. I do need to very quickly go into the edit line screen, and we're going to see exactly what is going on here with like Mikhail Sergachev. Even though maybe it's Cameron Fye, you know? Maybe you take Cameron Fye and again, put him on all the special teams time, but toss him down on that third pairing with Dylan Coughlin. It worked last year. We just put We'll put Yokiharu up here with Guhle, Lindholm back on that top pairing with Sergachev. And then, yeah, we have Cameron Fye on that number 1 power play, Sergachev on the number 2. We have Cameron Fye on the number 1 power play, Yokiharu on the second. Penalty kill. Oh, man, Sergachev. What is his ice time? He's playing 24 minutes a night. I'm very satisfied with that. But I do think a lot of it is going to come down to we need to put somebody different on that line with him. You know what I mean? I don't know that I'm going to like Fye and Guhle. Guhle's a -5. Fye's a -1. Yoki's a +7. Coughlin's a +3. So I kind of feel like you take Cameron Fye, again, put him down on this different pairing. I think the thing is, it's going to be a mixed bag until we can find a coach that fits with Cameron Fye. But something tells me I looked at coaches and he was tough to match. You know what I mean? So that was like the whole thing. Anyway, we're going to check out the draft class and everything, and then we're going to keep going, get through the month of December. All right, so let's go view draft class. We'll see what we're dealing with. We had that draft update a little while ago. We have got Walker Brewer, or Walker Brower, like Bobby Hull. Magic Hands and good old-fashioned Sniziper, Vinny Daze. What a name. That's a fantastic name. He's a gem, so obviously we got to look at him. Georges Duclair. He's a power forward. 6'4", 212. Holy crap, dude. This guy's a tank. He's got no speed whatsoever. But again, in a simulation, that's not exactly the biggest deal in the world. This one says high top 9, but I imagine it's more like high top 6, probably 61 overall. The number 10 pick. Currently, we're sitting like way down here. Tuomas Ruutu. That's pretty close, man. Tuomas Ruutu. Wow. What's his name? Tuomo Ruutu. Like I said, that's pretty damn close. All right, what do we got here? Slav Antropov, baby. That says potentially NHL ready. I am definitely going to keep a watchful eye on this feller. We got Topi Vitaluoma. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm decent at names sometimes. Not often, but I just wanted to take like a quick look. What do we got here? Cody Finnerty from the U.S., 5'9", 167 pounds, lacks size. You are joking. All right, what do we got? So clearly we have a first-round draft pick. I can't, hold on. I feel like I just checked the draft board like 10 minutes ago, and I feel like, yeah, we have our own first, second, third, fourth. We're just missing a fifth-round pick. Okay. So that's what we want to keep it that way, right? You know what? I think we just now I went into the edit lines before, and I took Mr. Cameron Fiat, and I put him down on that third pairing. He was playing 24 and a half minutes a night and was a minus. Sergachev, -3. Only has 3 points in 22 games. So maybe if I put him back with Hampus Lindholm, maybe that will help, right? So we're going to get through the month of December, and we're going to see if we can kind of salvage this season like we did last year. We are one of those teams. We get off to slow starts, man. We're a slow starter, but then we seem to kind of pick, I just looked at you, so I'll look at you in a bit. But we are one of those teams that seems to do really poorly and then kind of pick it up and then kind of do a little better, right? There you go, 5-0 win. Ooh, man, it's like we're barely able to stay above 500 right now, Kelvin Peterson, I think I'll keep him. Everybody's firing their coach right now, baby. Oh, Klim Kostin until January 4th. The nice thing about that is I can take Mr. Pierre-Luc Dubois, toss him up there, and we got ourselves a little Alan Mcshane action here. Boom, fits everywhere in the lineup. Hold on. I don't want to put Alan Mcshane on the second line, though. I think I'd rather... You know what? Iafallo and Roslovic, I think they're good enough. They can probably carry the load. Second power play unit. Who do we got here? Hold on. Back up. Come on now. You can do it. Second power play unit. I think, honestly, we are probably going to toss Mcshane out there just for now. And I think that's all she wrote. So let's just keep going. 2 wins, 19, 14-2. Had a better December than we did November, than we did October. We were, after the preseason looked kind of unbelievable. Oh, baby, look at Willie Nee, though, man. William flipping Nylander is above a point per game suddenly. So the top line has officially picked it the hell up. There's still minuses, but I feel like they were worse before. So Willie Nee, 36 points. He is in his third season as a member of the Sault Ste. Marie Snow. We're almost halfway through the season, man. And it's like, okay, Willie Nee's picking her up. We had 6 years, including this one. So 5 more years of William Nylander. I got no beef with that. He'll be 34 by the end of it. Connie Bedard, baby. 30 points in 35 games. He had a 50-point season last year in only 75 games. So we're hoping all these guys can do real good things. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe, honestly, putting Klim Kostin back on that third line again because it seems like PLD has really picked it up. You know what I mean? Jermaine Trotter, 28 points in 35 games, on pace for a career best season. He has got 225 career points. He is 22 years old. My goodness. All right. After that, Teuvo Teravainen, what a step down year he's having, eh? Where is my boy? Where is he? Klim Kostin, 8 points. Wow, that's gross. Mr. Rylan Austin has not grown yet, but he does have 12 points in 35 games. Better than a third of a point a game. Equals out, I'd say, 29 points at the end of his rookie season. As a fourth liner, I got no beef with that, man. But Mr. Klim Kostin simply has to be better. Starting, 4 days from now, we get Klim Kostin back. So what I'm honestly going to do, skip ahead. I'm going to say continue. And I'm just going to get past the San Jose game. There's another win, 20-14-2. We're looking solid now, baby. Can we? Nah, we couldn't get a win on that one. 20-15-2, not the worst record in the world. But what I am going to do is put Klim Kostin on the third line and leave Dubois up on that second line where he seems to be thriving quite a bit, actually. And then I want to take a quick peek at special teams where Klim Kostin is on that second power play unit. Dubois is our number one center on the power play. I kind of like that. I think I kind of want to put Rylan Austin down there. Put Klim Kostin, who is a left-handed shot, right up there. We got too many damn left-handed shots on this team. Four-man power play, Bedard Trotter. We got Hurdle Nylander. Yeah, that works for me. Kopi, Iafallo, Rossi. Do I want Janssen Fialbi out there? Or do I want to toss like a Klim frickin' Kostin out there? You know what I mean? Power forward, 85 overall. Really solid defensively. I just want to see how he fits. I think he fits just friggin' fine. Let's put him up there with Kopi. Kopitar playing 10 minutes, 28 seconds a night. He still has 13 points in 37 games, and he's a +3. Kopi is turning into one of the best players we've ever picked up. Alex Iafallo, 22 points in 37 games. He is a +9. That's the kind of guy you want to hold on to, baby. All right, so now we'll go to the calendar, get to the end of January. If we have another rude interruption where it says, hey, look at the draft class, I guess we'll stop and do that. So let's go. Injury-free is the way to be. They want to give me Luke Cunnin and a 4th and a 5th for 2 second-round picks, which is not what I want to do. So here we go. Let's keep winning. There we go. Oh, baby. Shootout loss, that's fine. They want Rocky Khan. It is absolutely 100% not going to happen. That was a really bad loss. Okay. Oh, my God, dude. Connie Bedard till January 25th. All right, hold on. Connie Bedard, we can move you. Bring up Tomas Hertl. Move over like PLD. Nope. Let's see. Who do we want to put up there? Nope. +1, +1, +1, +3 for Kopitar, +2 for Rylan Austin. Why don't we give him some time up on this second line just for now? And then we'll take Mr. Alan Mcshane and we'll put him down on the 4th. There we go. Everybody's happy. Okay. So what do we got? Special teams. Connie Bedard is Gonzo. So I think you kind of have to put Tomas Hertl up there. And who do you put up as the center? I guess we could do Klim Kostin, honestly. And then we could go with Rossi. Does that work? He's only playing 13 minutes and 21 seconds a night. So I think we toss Roslovic out there just for now. See how Cameron Fye's doing? Boom, buddy's a plus, and he has 16 points. So maybe he's just one of those guys that thrives in a lesser role. You know what I mean? Central Scout rankings. Let's just get to the end of the month first. Connor Bedard is already ready to come back. We'll just wait until... No, thanks. We'll just wait until after the Islanders game. There you go. Another win. So we're 27-16-3. So we are becoming one of those teams. Look at this. Willie Nee, what a beast. What is happening? Get out of my life. We are very quickly becoming one of those teams. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding. Wow. What a joke. All right, so I have no idea what the hell's going on here, but the frickin' video keeps freezing on me. I have no idea how much time you guys just lost. And honestly, I'm so fed up, I can't even remember what the hell I was doing. Oh yeah, Connor Bedard got injured for a couple of games. So I have no idea how much time in this franchise mode you guys are going to lose. I don't know. So, my God, what an absolute travesty this game. Sometimes, man. Connie Bedard, let's put him back out there. There you go. I think that looks just about right. Tomas Hertl has to get moved down here. Whoops. Klim Kostin goes where Rossi was. Rossi can go, and we will toss Connie Bedard down here, baby. Right-handed shot. I think I'd like him up here, actually. Bedard and Trotter, Hurdle Nylander, blah-bitty-blah-bitty gobbledygook, and that all looks good to me. Extras. What do we got? Bedard and Trotter. Okay. Hurdle Nylander. Yep. Dubois Teravainen. Love it. No, that all looks pretty damn good, man. Extra attacker, Sergachev and Trotter. Why don't we switch those around? Shootout. Connor Bedard. Why don't we move him up here? And Teravainen and Nylander, we will swap those guys. Actually, you know what? Why don't we swap these guys? So Connie Bedard can go first. He is a fantastic shooter. And Mr. Jermaine Trotter, who is a relatively fantastic shooter, can go right there. All right, so can we... Well, first of all, there's only one game left in January. So again, I have no idea no idea how much time you guys lost. So we'll simulate through that one game. It was a loss. So let's get to the end of January. We'll look at the draft class again. I don't know what is happening. There's been that has happened a couple of times. You guys will remember if you guys watched the DMAC Be a Pro series. When we won the Stanley Cup with Seattle, as soon as we got to the handshake line, the video froze. And yeah, it took me a minute to realize it. This time, I don't know how long it took me to realize that it was frozen, but let's take a peek at our stats. We are way back in the playoffs. I'm probably going to cut a lot of that out. If it was frozen for any extended period of time. If it was only frozen for a minute, then we'll probably just leave it in because I was still commentating over the whole thing. But otherwise, yeah, man, I don't know. All right. Everything looks relatively solid. Look at this. One of the surprises of the century here, man, is Jack Roslovic with 32 points on the season. He did not even play in the NHL last year after having only a 20-point season. He had a big year in the minors and now is having a big year back in the NHL. $4 million a year. I'm fine with that. Tomas Hertl, really disappointing right now. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. With the trade deadline approaching, could it be wise for us to potentially move on from Tomas Hertl, who is just not getting it done? You know what I mean? I do want to take kind of an advanced look. He only has 4 points on the power play. Last year he had 11. So it's not that far off, right? Whereas you got Connor Bedard with 39 points in 45 games, 10 points on the power play. My goodness. So I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you say. You know what I mean? It's just something to think about, right? When we get to the trade deadline, barring any monumental screw ups from this frickin' video software, let's get through it. Let's get to the end of February, and then we'll think about the trade deadline. We are really getting to her here. You know what I mean? Rocky Khan, I didn't want to trade him before, and I kind of still feel the same way. You know what I mean? There we go. We're getting some wins. Elvis Merzleken is out again until March 10th. So here we go. Oh, man. Mersey, you've been injured a couple of times now. Look at this, though. Stuart Skinner, 913, 2.62. I got no beef with that. Tucker Tynan, just sitting here like a good little backup goaltender. He's got some pretty decent numbers, too. So we got a loss. We got a win. Maxim Koltsov, head coach, replaces that guy. We're still getting wins, so there's that. They want to give me a defenseman, Baudouin, and Colin White for a second and a third. No thanks. There's a big loss. Maxim Koltsov, I swear, is one of the guys I drafted. He was injured, and he's not findable. Wait, hold on. Koltsov, what is Koltsov again? Right defenseman. I think he was actually one of my number 1 defenders. Yeah, Koltsov, we will be replacing you. There you go. And let's continue on. We just got to try and salvage at least a somewhat respectable record. 34, 24, and 4 at the end of February. We're 62 games into the season. Where do we stand? We are a wild card team. We are 2 points into the playoffs right now. That is horrifying. So we're going to take another quick peek here at the stats, at the team stats. And, man, Tomas Hertl, 25 points. I feel like you got to move him, man. He's 32 years old, 4 years left on a big flipping contract. So who does he have on that line? It's Teravainen, Dubois. We would need Dubois is a center. So as long as we could get a sniper. You know what I mean? So maybe I don't like to make trades at the trade deadline. You know what I mean? Because it's, but Hertl's got some value. So what if we were to look around here? John Tavares. We've got the money. He's a good old sniper. Nah, man. Grolo. Christian Vesalainen. He's a third liner, but we could use him. He's a left wing / right wing. Oh, the penalty kill. This is killing me, dude. Corey Tutu. There you go. 20 years old. Low. Elite. So that really does affect his value. Damn it. Doesn't fit anywhere. Alex Ovechkin. 40 years old. Fits line 2. Holy crap-a-moly this year and next year. I'll take him. I would trade for Alex Ovechkin, man. What's happening? Okay, that like totally freaking screwed up on me a little bit there. All right, so what do we got, man? I will give you Tomas Hertl. They don't want Tomas Hertl. That's the problem. Rylan Austin finally grew. I'm not retaining him for 4 years. I can promise you that. All right, what do we got? They don't really want to trade him. I don't think this would go through. Trade rejected. Yeah. So we would have to give them something else, right? Next year, we don't have a lot at the draft. The year after, we have like even less at the draft. Future 5th, 6th, and 7th. Let's see if that'll tip the scale. Trade rejected. I don't think Ovi's going to happen, to be 100% honest. What about Robertson? Third liner, low elite. Nicholas Robertson. All penalty killing. Yeah, okay, so we got Andrei Burakovsky. No, he's got a big ugly contract. What about Tyler Toffoli? There you go. He's a 30 goal scorer in Montreal this year. Doesn't fit anywhere. Cammy Whammy. Oh, yuck. Pontus Aberg. No. Kevin Fiala. That'd be fun. He's not too old. He's 29. He's got a little bit of time left. Alexander Holtz. He's a young feller. Medium elite. 85 overall sniper. Doesn't fit anywhere. Oh, Vicky Olofsson, 7th round pick. Doesn't fit. Jesus, it is really tough to find a sniper that fits on this team. Michael Rasmussen, what is it? Connor McLennan, 6th round pick. My goodness. Oliver Wahlstrom, gotta love Oliver Wahlstrom. Fits penalty kill line 1. Come on. Tommy Cizikas, 23 years old. Medium top 6. 8th overall pick 5 years ago. Fits all forward lines. There you go. What does he have? He's got like a league minimum contract. Hell yeah. Wait, does he have... I got to go back into this though. Hold on. Tom Cizikas. No, sorry. I got to go back into this one. Where is Cizikas? Does he have an extension though? Extension? No, he doesn't. Wow. Okay. All right. I'll take it. They want Hertl. Now, we're giving more value than we're getting back, so what if I took 5th? There you go. Hertl for Cizikas and a 5th round pick. Let's do it. Trade accepted! Our team just got so much younger. It got a hair worse, but it got younger. So now we take Pierre-Luc Dubois, put him here, and Mr. Tommy Cizikas. Look at, he does. He really fits everywhere. But... oh, they want me to put him as a center? He's got 74 faceoffs as opposed to 79. All right, whatever. We get the +2 if Cizikas is the center, even though that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Pierre-Luc Dubois is a literal center. What is happening here? Man, look at that third line. That's got to be the best third line in the NHL. That has got to be the most fourth line I've ever seen. Decent second line. Great top line. What else do we got? Cammy 5, baby. Oh, he's back to being a minus again. So what if we were to switch him back? Put him with Brendan Goulet? Or is Goulet the problem? I don't know, man. Lindholm's doing good. Sergei is doing pretty good. Yoki's doing pretty good. Mr. Cameron Fye, his ice time is going down a little bit. So I think, you know what? We're going to switch him back a little bit. Let's see if that helps at all. Stu Skinner, his numbers are starting to dip a little bit. Oh, Mr. Tucker Tynen's numbers have definitely fallen. We do need our fella back, so we are at the trade deadline, basically. Pretty sure we're 1 day away from the trade deadline. We got one game to get through, and I think I'm going to skip the deadline. I need to look and see again. When does Mersey come back? It is the last day of February. March 10th. Okay, so we got a couple games, and then Elvis Merzlekens will be back in the lineup right in time for the playoff push. So we're going to skip advanced day, keep current trade block, continue simming. I do not want to make any more trades, but now we got to wait for this game to finish simulating through the entire trade deadline. Big 4-1 loss. And Jack Rathbone. He's a defenseman. What kind of defenseman? Top 6 defenseman is what he is. All defensive pairings, all penalty killing lines. 3 years, 1.5. Very well rounded. Blabbity blabbity gobbledygook. I do kind of like the way he's built. You know, he is built pretty well for a defenseman. 4th round pick in 2017 by the Nucks. I don't know, man. I kind of like Rathbone. But, I don't know. Nah, well, you know what? We'll go with what we got. We'll go with what we got. Oh, man. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to sim through no thanks. We're going to sim through this next game against Nashville. Big frickin' loss. I am going to leave Merzlekens out of the lineup just for a friggin' millisecond here. We are below the playoff line again. And Roslovic's got a broken nose until March 18th. You got to be joking, man. This is when it always happens, though. This is when it always happens. You know what I mean? It always freaking happens right now. There you go. I'm going to trade you guys out. Rylan Austin, 22 points, but he's a minus 13. But he is officially an NHL-ready player now. You know what I mean? All right, let's do it. Another freaking 3-0 loss. I actually have to simulate past Carolina, get all the way to Chicago. Finally a win. There you go. Okay, so we are now officially 2 points out of the playoffs behind the Panthers. We got 16 games to go. Go to edit lines, put Merzlekens back out there. If this stupid little thingamadoodle bop costs us like the playoffs this year, we're a playoff team. And we were playing like a playoff team. You know what I mean? So it's like there's no reason why we should miss the playoffs. It's just Merzlekens got injured multiple times this year. But now down the stretch, because he has high poise, and this is a glitch too. EA needs to fix this immediately. This happened earlier today in my personal franchise mode. After the trade deadline, this is what you get. That red rectangle that just says regular season, and that's all you get after the trade deadline. It is frustrating as hell. You know what we're going to do, though? We are going to simulate right on to the end of the season and hope to God Pavel Lapidot, head coach, replaces player. Rossi. Okay, so hold on. We'll get through a couple little quick games here. There's 2 wins in a row. I'm going to say best lines. And we're going to sim one more day. There's 2 wins in a row. And a shootout loss. I can live with that. We are tied with the Florida Panthers. The same amount of games played. Willie Nee is officially a 20-goal scorer this year. So now, Rylan Austin, 24 points. That's not bad. What if I was to put Jack Roslovic back down on that 4th? Nah, it doesn't work. Put Roslovic down on that 4th line. He's a plus friggin' like 20 this year, so I ain't going to do that. Anyway, let's just stick with the calendar. We will get past the Anaheim game and let's get this damn season finished. This might be a pretty short episode. 8-2 loss. I think that was another loss. Oh, that was another loss. Okay. Oh, there's a 1-0 win. We got that. Another loss. Another loss. Oh, my God. Oh, man. There's a loss. There's a win. I think we're going to miss the playoffs. Another win. Another win. Oh, big loss. Another win. Another loss. Ah! We missed the goddamn playoffs. You gotta be joking, man. It's right at the end of the season. Right at the end of the goddamn season. You get like 2 stupid injuries that completely derails everything. Like your goddamn goaltender right at the end of the season until just long enough to completely trash the rest of your season. Oh, man. Frustrating is what that is. All right, what do we got? Shut up. So we went 43-32-7. We're in the playoffs in the minors, but I do want to take a look at our regular season stats here in the NHL. Let's see how that kid did. Cizikas looks like he did pretty gosh darn well. He had 11 points in 20 games after coming over to our team. I tell you, it's better than Hurdle had, but now we got to try and sign him, right? So we got William Nylander having a career-high 83-point season. That contract is fantablicious. We got Mr. Connor Bedard having a 32-goal, 74-point season. Good for you, chum. And that frickin' contract extension kicks in. Jermaine Trotter with a career-high 72-point season as well. Next year, if he could even take one step further, he could have 100 career points and over 350 career, or over 100 career goals and over 350 career points. Now, Teuvo Teravainen had a bit of a step down this year, you know what I mean? He only had 48 points. That is the lowest total he has had since he got to Sault Ste. Marie. Pierre-Luc Dubois, while on the... He was going back and forth, you know, between the second line and the third line, but still managed to have basically almost a 50-point season. Like last year, he had 48 points. This year, he has 47 points, but he was a minus through it. Not nuts about that. Jack Roslovic, you cannot get upset about what Jack Roslovic did this year for Sault Ste. Marie. 46 points on the third line. It's pretty darn impressive. And Sergachev was great as always with back-to-back 42-point seasons. So there's that. And yeah, that pretty much kills it, eh? Klim Kostin actually had kind of not a terrific year. Like last year he was killing it. I put him up on that second line, and then he had a huge step down. Kopi is a depth forward, but was still pretty damn good. Rylan Austin ended up finishing off his rookie season with 26 points, had double-digit goals, 16 assists, not terrible. There's Yokiharu. Cameron Fye had another bad year, but he is now officially 85 overall, and I'm wondering if next year I should be trying to find a coach that fits with Fye. I'm kind of leaning towards that. You know, I do. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that one. I meant to go to this one. Elvis Merzleken's had an absolutely catastrophically bad year. He's still 85 overall for the moment. He went 26, 18, and 4 with 3 shutouts in 51 games, had an 8.92 and a 3.22. So Merzleken's was part of the problem. Stuart Skinner was not part of the problem. He went, what? Didn't they? The problem when Stuart Skinner's in the net is the team doesn't play as well. The team doesn't win when Skinner's in the net. Tucker Tynan, not a great season for him. He only played 6 games. He went 3-3, had 1 shutout, but he had an 8.93 and a 3.25. Thing is, with him, he's young, right? So let's quickly get through it. We're in the playoffs. This screen's not screwed, so there's that. Here we go. Game 1, that's a loss. Game 2, that's a loss. Oh, man, we're 1 game away from just being done. That's a win. Okay, 2-1. We're 2-1 in the series. Make that 2-2. We're tied at 2. Are we going to the second round of the playoffs? We are. All right, 3 in a row. We take out the Belleville Senators, and now we're up against the Toronto Marlies, where we win Game 1. We win Game 2. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Oh, lost Game 3. That's all right. That's all right. Lost Game 4. It's tied at 2. Game 5 is another loss. Oh, my God. And Game 6, there's 4 losses in a row. So we reverse sweeped a team and then basically got reverse swept. So may the 4th be with you. That is pretty much it, man. This is one of the shorter episodes of this franchise mode, man. So here we go. But we missed the playoffs, and we have our own draft pick. So first thing we will do in the next episode is take a really nice long look at the draft class, figure out what we want to do. We are probably going to fire our coach as well. The Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup, and Pacific Palm Springs Hockey Club. Hey, Sault Ste. Marie. Whoa, the draft lottery's huge now. But we got the number 16 pick. I really, really thought that, I really thought we were going to make it into the playoffs. You know what I mean? So quickly, I do want to take a peek at our contracts. Before we cap this off, this team is kind of fantastic. Roslovic, wow, fought his way right back up to relevance. He looks like a second liner. Cizikas, he jumped up quite a bit. He's 85 overall. Cameron Fye still does not want to re-sign, but neither does Cizikas. I can get them both. That ain't no problem. Lindholm, I'm thinking, should probably be a second pairing guy. We should probably use Cameron Fye on that top pairing. If we were smart, put Fye with Mikhail Sergachev. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But I do want to very quickly check and see how all the guys that we're growing here, let's see how they're doing, right? So Rylan Austin did jump up to 79 overall. Should do even better to start off the next season. He should be at 80, 81. He should be a legitimate third line guy. You know what I mean? After that, we have got Maxim Koltsov, the two-way defender, who I am 100% telling you right now, he was a first-round pick 4 years ago. 6'5", 224 pounds. He's making his NHL debut next year. He's coming. After that, we got, Nikolai Ovechkin, the 28th overall pick. He might be making his NHL debut relatively soon. Might put him in the AHL first. Mr. Cameron Craig, who was drafted 2 years ago, 24th overall. He's going to be getting closer and closer as well. We'll need to sign him. Jeff Clymer, 7th round pick 5 years ago. Mironov, 2nd round pick 5 years ago. That's depressing. Cody Cooper, 2nd round pick just this last year, 67. Kaigorodov, he was a 7th round pick 2 years ago, just turned 20 years old, two-way defender, doesn't have the greatest awareness in the world, but he is getting closer to being an AHL guy. Matti Tarvainen, offensive defenseman, 5th round pick 2 years ago. He'll be signable this year. We do need to flood our AHL team with guys that we drafted, you know what I mean? And we do have a lot of prospects. I tell you, goalie prospects, look at this, Rocky Khan, baby. 74 overall, Rocky Khan is coming. He's on his way. He is on his way, man. Graylinger, Hale, Franzen, what do we got? I think Hale, I think we release. I think we get rid of Hale. And obviously, sign Rocky Khan. He can be our starter in the minors for 1 year. Just one. And Merzleken's, I'd love to keep him just one. No, he dropped, eh? He's still a starting goalie, but he did drop. So you know what? Maybe let Mersey go and maybe look for like a super elite goaltender. You know what I mean? Like just sign a monster for like 2 years. We use him next year and then the year after, and then Rocky Khan is ready. You know what I mean? That sounds pretty good to me. Anyway. That, unfortunately, is going to do it for me for this one. There was a huge glitch fest there where we lost a whole bunch of time. I don't know how much, but this is probably the shortest episode of this franchise mode we will ever get. I'm going to work on my computer a little bit, try and figure out what the hell the problem was there, and try to make sure that does not happen again. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's going to do it for me for this one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers. Have a good one.